Hi, my name's David Pike, the Connector Geek. I'm here to do an unboxing video today, but it's a little bit different to the things that I normally look at. I'm normally used to dealing with connectors, things this kind of size. I've been sent a couple of products this time to review for you that are just a little bit bigger. This big. This is a product from Eaton Hines. This is their ExLin range of linear LED lights designed for explosion protected applications. And before we go into a little bit about the products themselves, let's talk a little bit about some of what that means. The product name ExLin gives us an idea of some of the requirements that they have, and we need to talk about performance ratings. So IP ratings are very familiar to many of us. They've been used for many years to describe how waterproof or how protected against the environment products are. They've been used in engineering for a long time, but nowadays they tend to be in the consumer field as well. If you buy a new smartphone, many of the manufacturers actually provide an IP rating for their handset to let you know how protected it will be if you accidentally drop it into a puddle, or if you're me, drop it into your washing up bowl. I've done that more than once. So they're familiar. But in terms of this product, we're talking about explosion protected ratings. Now that means different things in different parts of the world. In Europe, we talk about ATEX ratings. In other parts of the world, we might be looking at IEC-EX, or in North America, we'd be talking about NEC. These are standards that describe how these products will perform in explosive or dangerous environments. So let's talk about that first. An explosive environment is one where there is a material in the air that might cause an explosion. If you remember high school physics, you'll remember that fire needs three things. It needs oxygen, an ignition source, and fuel. In terms of an explosion, especially one that's caused by a hazardous environment, we're talking about a couple of extra things. There's 5 things that are needed. You still need the oxygen, you still need the ignition source, and you still need the fuel. But in this case, the fuel is suspended in the air. Now that could be vapor or mist from things like petroleum, gas. It can also mean particles, particulates, dust that comes from anything from wheat. It could be sugar, it could be cocoa powder or custard powder, it could be aluminium particles that are suspended in the air. So that's the extra thing that you need to have, is that suspension of this material in the air. And finally, it needs to be an enclosed space. So if we're talking about grain silos where the dust from grain can build up, and there are plenty of examples from history where major explosions have happened in these confined spaces where the dust mixes with the oxygen and explodes. But the key thing it needs is an ignition source. Now this type of product, forgive me, this is very heavy. These are designed to be used in that environment so that they will not provide that ignition source. These are described as explosion protected devices. They're not explosion proof. They're not designed to survive an explosion. That's a very different type of product. The idea is that in everyday use, these electrical devices will not provide an ignition source to cause one of these major explosions. So with that in mind, let's now actually take a look at the couple of products that I've been sent. This is the module itself. This has the driver in the center, and you can see it has the 2 LED modules, one at each end. The driver sits behind this cover, and it's secured by 4 bolts, 4 Allen keys. So I've removed those to demonstrate how this works. So that's the cavity, and this is the driver itself. You can see it's a pretty substantial piece of kit. It has all the markings on it. You can see here the little hexagonal logo with the EX in the center. That's vital for these explosion protected products. It's connected by a series of very straightforward connectors within the housing, and once they are plugged in like so, the driver sits within the case and is secured by 4 screws, one at each corner, and is held very securely. Then the cover is placed over the top, and we have 4 Allen keys to make sure that it's securely fastened. At each end we have the LED modules themselves. They are fastened by 2 Allen keys, and then there's actually a lever arrangement on the back, which means that you can tilt it off. So this LED module is actually replaceable. It's connected by a simple 2-pin connector, one on the casing of the LED itself, one on the housing itself. It has the seals around it to provide both the EX rating and the waterproof rating that this item has. And when you need to replace this, they simply mate up when you lever the product back into place like so. Then you secure with the 2 holes of the 2 Allen keys at this point here. And if we take a look at the rear of the product itself, you'll see the housing, the rear of the housing here, very substantially built. It has these fixing holes to mount onto walls or ceilings as required. I'm going to try and pick this up because it's very heavy, but we have here the cavities for the cable entries. In this case, we've just got a couple of caps, but you could include a full-blown gland to provide the sealing and security that you need. Flipping it over, here's the product again in its installed form. So here we have the ExLin NE Plus product. You can see the overall arrangement is similar, but it only has the 1 LED module. At this end we have a power supply and a battery built into the housing. Now I've undone the Allen key bolts to make it easier to demonstrate the product. Forgive me, this is a little bit tricky, this cover, because you'll see why. And when we get it off, you will see the different arrangements at this end of the product. It retains the driver within the housing, the normal driver that would take the power supply from the mains, but this is a power supply that allows for emergency use. Has all the details on there, and if you look closely you'd see the EX rating on that as well. The battery itself is this red part here. It's actually built into the housing and is connected to the housing using a simple connector within the item itself there, and then it uses this 4-pole connector to mate with the power supply itself. It also has this safety chain because it's very heavy, and the idea of trying to remove that when it's above your head and having it drop on you would be very unpleasant in the extreme. This will also show the detail of the seal that goes around the housing and corresponds with a cavity in the frame of the product itself. We'll get that tucked in, and then the housing fits on the top, and as you've connected you can see the green LED that shows the correct functioning of the battery, the fact that it's working correctly. It doesn't necessarily show it's charged, but it shows the functioning of the battery itself. So that's the overall product. It's ever so slightly smaller than the standard ExLin product because it doesn't have that second lighting module. Now, just to give you an idea, this also has the fittings. These have got some cable glands fitted, so you can see how that would work in practical terms. But the overall design of the product is very similar. It's still the same robust housing, the same materials to make it both solid and explosion proof, or explosion protected, sorry. Again, on the label here, it shows that neat little hexagonal logo with the EX inside. That is vital. You've got to have that if it's designed for use in these dangerous environments. So that's the ExLin NE Plus, and you can see the difference between that and the standard ExLin product. So there we have an overview of what you will expect when you actually open the box for one of these products. As we talked about before, however robust they are, and they are very robust and very heavy, they're not designed to be explosion proof. They're not designed to resist an explosion if it happens. They're designed to prevent the explosion from happening in the first place. And to that end, the robust design, the weight of the thing, the design features are all geared towards preventing that explosion from happening and to keep everyone safe. If you need some more information about these products, go to RS Web, search for Eaton, Krause, Heinz, and look at their ExLin products. As we've said before, we've got 2 products that we reviewed today. One is the ExLin, which has just got the LED modules at each end and the driver in the center. And then we have the ExLin NE Plus, which is the item with an emergency power supply inside and a battery. So the idea is if the power fails, you can still have safety lighting working certainly for a period of time. Go and take a look at the RS Web and find out some more details on that. We'll put some links to the products in the description below, and there'll be a written article on DesignSpark that goes with this that will detail some of those things that we've talked about. I'll include details of the products themselves. I'll include some details about what ATEX, IEC, EX, NEC ratings are. I'll provide some links if you need to go and research a little bit more about those ratings and find out what they actually mean to you and how to be involved with them. Come back and visit us again on DesignSpark for more product videos, for more unboxing, for more discussions about this and any number of other products. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.